Hello everyone, welcome to Tie-Dye Tanks. This is Jeremy, and as you all know, these are my fishy friends. I just got an update on my tanks. Everything is growing so crazy that I just have to show you guys what's going on here. For one, the inhabitants of this tank have changed a little bit. The Serpent Tetras that I had in the 10-gallon are over here now. There's 8 Harlequin Rasboras and 4 Brilliant Rasboras, plus the little red-eye Tetra that just swam away. The Cory, of course. There's 3 Autocinkless cats, those guys right there. And shrimp, I'm not sure how many, 6 maybe, or 7 in there still. The thing that's gone really crazy with this tank is the growth of the plant. Especially this hornwort that's in here. It's anchored down there, and it is spread all the way across here. Like, I think there's only a little bit of it from over here, over there. As you can see, this strand goes from here all the way over to there. So it's really crazy. It's like a floating plant in there right now, and I think they actually like it a little bit more like that. Go down here. Our Lloydiella is doing good back there. The Mayaka that's in this tank right here is growing faster now. It was kind of growing a little bit slow, but this offshoot here is really sprung up. This Java fern right here has another little fern growing off of it. I'm going to propagate that and move it to another tank. I got a 10-gallon tank I'm going to set up soon. The moneywort is almost up to the top of the water now. It is kind of getting brown at the bottom, but it grows and it keeps growing, and all that stuff up there is green, so that's all I care about. I forgot the name of this little guy here, but it started out as a micro plant. Like, it was smaller than this dwarf hairgrass here, which I'm going to take that stuff out because it's not going to carpet very well in this substrate. I think it'll do better in my other tank. But this little thing was about the size of that, and it has sprung up crazy like. So I want to show you something over here too. Now, I took some random stuff, like this piece of Rotala indica right here. It's the only Rotala that I have in any of these tanks anymore. Had a bunch of it over in the other tank, and I got rid of it because it wasn't growing very well. But this piece seems to be doing very well. It doesn't have the red color that they usually have in it, but it's growing fast. And this thing here, no idea what it is. I got a piece that was about this big. It was about that big when I got it. It was in a bag with some fish that I got from my local fish store. And look how big it is in 2 weeks. It's already up at the top of the tank. So plants grow very well in this tank, as you can tell. Alright, let's move over to the 29. And as you can see, Big Red is in there. Big Red. Anyway. As for plants in this tank, everything, of course, is still growing very quickly. The wisteria, crazy, bonkers. That stuff, like I said, started out right around in here, and it's now all the way up here, and that's maybe 3 weeks. All the other plants over here are starting to turn into what I actually call this thing. It's called the Twisted Oasis, is the scape that I called it. That's the name that I gave for the scape, and it's starting to twist up because everything's getting so big. But the cryptocorin, man, that thing's bonkers. It keeps growing and growing and growing. Everything's carpeting like I want it to. This moss is even starting to grow again. As you can see, there's green coming off of it. So now, one thing I want to show you in this tank, some of you guys know about the guppy babies that I had before. We had 5 of them. There's one of the guys. They're getting pretty big. They're showing their color. That guy's got some orange in him. This one's got a little orange in it too, right there. But now I want to show you the new dilemma. I'm sure you'll probably be able to see them up the top here. But we've got a bunch of new little babies. And I've counted about 10 to 12 so far. They're all over the place. They're up here, they're down there, and in the other plants and the other foliage. The first time I saw one, he was here in this moss, and I was like, that looks like a baby fish. Turns out, sure as shit, it was. So, that's the update for this tank. I'll show you a couple of my pregnant ones. Where are you at? There you go. Boom. She's about ready to burst in the next couple days. And the other one is right down there, about to burst too. Okay, last but not least, the newest addition to the family. And he has a name now. Kind of a weird glare. Let's see if I can get in front of it and you can see it better. His name is Cosmic Charlie. So Charlie for short, but it's my new beta fish. He's a male, of course. At some point in time I want to set up a sorority, but put a little bit more light in this tank so you can see his colors. He's got some cool colors on there, purple, blue, and red. And he will be in this tank. We'll probably get him like a couple algae eaters or something in there, but he'll be by himself in there mostly with the snails and that. Anyway, that's the tanks, and I will be doing a tie-dye video tonight. It's going to be the first in the series of frequently asked questions videos. And I'm going to have 2 questions that I hear all the time, and I'm going to give you my answers to them, and hopefully they're the right answers. I think they are, at least. Anyway, everybody say goodbye to Cosmic Charlie. We'll be seeing more of him. He's having fun. He's not in a little bowl anymore. He's got his own tank. Alright, talk to y'all later. See ya. Bye.